Hello, good morning children. In last two videos, we completed the half lesson of the fascinating world of birds. Today we completed the fifth lesson in our video number 3. Before starting the video number 3, I will recapitulate the video number 2. In video number 2, first of all we learned the amazing facts of birds. Here, kiwi bird is a flightless bird and it can't see properly in a daylight also, and it can hunt by using smell. The next one is the mockingbird. Mockingbird, it can emit the different sounds like knocking sound of door, it can emit the cat sound, dog sound. That's why it is called as a mockingbird, because it emit the different sound. Then ostrich. Ostrich is a very big one bird and it is also a flightless bird, but it can run very fast. Then after that we learn the different parts of bird's body. Bird consists beak, throat, breast, then wing feather, tail feather and foot and claws. These are the parts of a bird's body and they do different function. One by one we discuss these all body parts. First of all, beak. So beak means what? Beak is a jaw, projection of jaws, and there are different types of beaks depending upon their food habit. So there are 7 types of beaks we studied in our last video. The first type of a beak, it is a curved beak. This type of a beak, it is present in parrot and it is suitable to crack the hard seeds and hard nuts. Then second type of a beak, it is a crushing beak. This type of a beak, it is present in pigeon and sparrow, and this type of a beak is very useful to crush the grains. Then third one is a peering and tearing beaks. This type of a beak, it is present in eagle, hawk and kites, especially in a carnivorous bird, and the beak is a curved shape or hook shaped. By using that beak, the bird can tear the flesh. Then the next one is the sifting or straining beak. This type of a beak, it is present in especially in a swimming birds like ducks and swallows. The beak is a broad and flat, having holes on a both side, and it works like a sieve. The next beak is a long and slender beak. This type of a beak, it is present in hummingbird, and by using that beak, the hummingbird can suck the nectar, or some birds can catch the insect. And so the beak is useful to detect or catch the food. That's why the beak, it is called as a probing beak. Now the next one is the sixth one, chiseling beak. This type of a beak, it is present in woodpecker and it is a very long one and sharp one. By using that beak, it can make the hole in a tree trunk and catch the insect. Now the last type of a beak, it is the soft and
Open
broad
the textbook,
beak.
children. Now I
This
read
type of a beak, it is present in a
different
swallow
kinds of
bird.
birds
And
on the
this,
basis
by using
of
that
feet
beak,
and
the
claws.
bird can
Like
catch
the
the
beaks,
insect
the
when it
feet
is
and claws
flying.
of bird
Now
also
children,
depend
we
upon
start
their
the
living
remaining
conditions,
part of
the kind of
lesson
food
here.
they eat and their hunting patterns.
Perching birds. Many birds spend a lot of their time perching on trees and searching for food and shelter. They have 3 toes in the front and 1 at the back of each leg. Each toe has a slender claw. This helps the birds to hold the branch of a tree firmly even during a sleep. For example, sparrows, crows and bulbuls. Now children, I will explain this part. So listen. First of all, birds' feet. Birds' feet are very useful, children, to climb, to walk, to run, to swim, to build their nest and to get the food also. There are different types of birds that live in a different environment. For this, they will need useful feet that will help them to survive in their natural habitat. There are types of feet needs to be able to help them hunt, climb and swim, etc. So there are 6 types of feet, children. So one by one I will explain these different types of feet and birds. So the first one is the perching birds. What is the first one? Perching birds. So most all small birds are perching birds, children. Birds like pigeons, sparrow, crow and parrots perches or sits on the tree branches. They have a feet that help them to grip thin or thick branches easily because they have a 4 toes. 3 toes on front side and 1 toe on a back side. So they can easily hold the branch of the tree firmly even they are sleeping. And they can move each toe independently, like we can move our fingers now, like that they can move their each toe independently. Now the next one is the, listen children, running or scratching birds. Some birds have a strong legs that help them to run fast, often in a search of food. Hence they are called running birds. They also have a strong feet with 3 long toes in front and a short toe at the back. Each toe has a sharp and horny claw, which is used to scratch the earth in search of a food. Hence these birds are called as a scratching birds. For example, hens. Now I explain. The second type of bird is a scratching or running birds. Now what is that? Birds like hen, it has a long and strong legs. They can run very fast. So they are called as a running birds. And these birds also have a 3 toes on front side and 1 toe on a back side. And each toe has a horny and curved claws, which is very useful to scratch the soil in search of food. Hence these birds are also called as a scratching birds. Got na children? Why these birds are called as a running or scratching birds? Now the next para I will read, children. The praying birds. Many birds have a sharp toes and curved claws called as a talons. Talons help the bird to catch and hold their prey firmly while flying. For example, eagle, kingfisher and owls. The kingfisher has a dagger-shaped beak which is uses to catch fish. This bird sits patiently perched on a branch of a tree near a river. As soon as it spots its prey in the water, it plunges right in. It catches the fish just below the surface of water. It then flies back to the tree. It beats the fish against the branch before swallowing it. Now children, I will explain the next birds, that is the praying birds. Our next type of a bird, third type, that is the praying birds. So listen, what is praying birds? Praying birds like eagle, kingfisher and owl have a sharp toes and powerful claws, which are called as a talons. The sharp toes and curved claws are called as a talon. Sharp toes and curved claws called as a talons. Now these talons are very useful to catch the food. These birds have a 3 talons pointing forward and 1 on a pointing backward. This foot arrangement is called as a raptorial. 3 toes, 3 talons on front and 1 on back. That arrangement it is called raptorial. Now the kingfisher probably spots fish from above and dives them from the air. It has a dagger-shaped beak and it catches the fish. At that time its beak is opened and its eyes closed, children. And the bird is effectively blindfolded as it catches the fish. When the kingfisher returns to the branch of a tree, it repeatedly strikes the fish against the perch to kill it. Means the kingfisher kills the fish by what the kingfisher do? It can beats the fish by using the stem. Now the next part, children. Swimming birds. Such birds have a short, flat and strong legs. Each of their legs has a 3 long toes in the front and a short toe at the back. They have a thin skin between their front toes called as a web. Hence their feet are called as a webbed feet. They are used for swimming. They work as oars. For example, ducks, gulls, penguins and swan. Now I explain. Our next birds, that is the fourth one, swimming birds. Now listen, what is swimming birds? Birds which can swim in water, these birds are called as the swimming birds. These all swimming birds have a webbed feet. Ducks, goosey and gull and swans, they have a webbed feet. The primary use for a webbed feet is a paddling through the water, and they have a short, flat and strong legs, and each leg has a each leg has a 3 long toes in front and one on a short toe at the back. In between their front toes, there is a presence of one thin layer of a skin, and that thin layer of a skin which is called as a web. So they are called as a webbed feet, and that webbed feet is a work like a oars. Got na children? Now next part. Wading birds. Birds that search for food near the seashore or in a shallow parts of a ponds, lakes or rivers are called wading birds. They have a tall and thin legs that keep their bodies above the water level. These birds have wide spreading toes preventing them from the sinking in soft mud. For example, crane, flamingo, herons and storks. Now the next birds, that is the fifth one, wading birds. Now listen, what is wading? Some water birds do not swim through the water. Rather they wade through shallow water. Wade means walk in search of a food. That's why these birds are called as a wading birds. For example, crane, flamingo and herons. These birds typically have a long slender legs which allows them to walk slowly and effortlessly through the water without getting their feathers wet. Many wading birds also have a long toes, and this adaptation helps them to walk through the mud without losing their balance, and their feathers cannot wet in the water because their legs are very long one, feet are very long one. See how they can walk. Now the next one is the climbing birds. Some birds have a strong clawed feet with 2 toes pointing upward and 2 downward. This helps them to climb trees by hopping. It also helps the birds to cling to a branch when looking for food. For example, parrots and woodpecker. So children, in home you read the all lesson. Now I will tell the last birds, that is the climbing birds. What is climbing birds? Listen children. It is, if a bird wants to go up a tree, it will just fly to where it wants to go? No, because some birds can hop, some birds can jump on a tree. How it is possible children? Because these birds have a 2 toes pointed forward and 2 toes pointed backward. This arrangement helps or support the bird as it climb up or down on the bark of a tree. You can see na parrot and woodpecker. Woodpecker you see na, it can make the hole on a tree bark. At that time it can hop on a tree branch, and parrot also. So this type of birds are called as a climbing birds. So children, here we completed our lesson number 5. Now I tell the summary of this lesson. First we discussed about the world of birds. In our world there are different types of birds. Some birds are very beautiful, some birds have very sweet sound like peacock, like koel. Now next we learned about the food, shelter and lifespan of birds. Some birds can eat only fruits. These are frugivores or herbivorous, and some birds can eat only insect. And some birds can eat both. And birds build their own nest to lay, hatch and protect their eggs and young ones. Some birds have a very short lifespan and some have a very long one lifespan. After that we learned about the useful and harmful birds. Here hen is a very useful bird because it gives us eggs and chicken. And birds like pigeon and gull, these are the harmful birds. Next we discussed about the flightless birds. Birds which cannot fly, these birds are called as a flightless birds. For example, penguin, emu and ostrich. Then we discussed about the features of birds. Means birds have hollow bones. They have a streamlined body or arrow-shaped body. Now, hollow bones means what? Empty bones. Because of the empty bones, the bird's weight is very less, and their body is a streamlined, means pointed forward and backward. Now then we discuss about the types of feathers. Feathers means what? The soft part of the bird's body. And there are the 4 types of feather. The first one is the down feather. Down feather keeps the bird's body warm. And the next one is a body feather. Body feather means counter feather. It is counter feather. And the next one is the flight feather. It is present on wings and it is very useful to flying. Then the last feather is the tail feather. Tail feather is a work like a brake. I tell my children, it is work like a brake. When the bird want to stop flying, at that time it use their tail feather. Then we discussed about the amazing facts of birds. Means some birds like kiwi. Kiwi cannot see properly in a day night. It can hunt by using smell. So it is a nocturnal bird. Then ostrich. Ostrich is a flightless bird and it is very heavier, but it can run very fast. Then mockingbird. Mockingbird can emit various types of sound. That's why their name is a mockingbird. Then children, we discuss about the different parts of bird's body. Bird is a differ from animals and we human beings. Birds have teeth, children? No. Birds do not have teeth. So what are the bird's body part? Beak, throat, breast, wing, then wing feather, tail feather, foot and claws. And they use their body parts to do the different function. Then after that children, we discuss about the types of a beak. Beak, I tell na, beak is a projection of jaws. So there are 7 types of beak. The first one is the curved beak. Which one beak? Curved beak. This type of a beak, it is present in parrot and it is very useful to crack the hard seeds and hard fruits. Now the second one is the crushing beak. This type of a beak, it is present in sparrow, and by using that crushing beak, birds can crush the grains. And the next one is the peering beak. Peering beak, it is present especially in the carnivorous birds or omnivorous birds. And peering beak, it is a hook-shaped beak. By using that hook-shaped beak, they can tear the flesh. And this type of beak, it is present in eagle, vulture and owl. Now next one is the shifting and straining beak. Shifting and straining beak, these beaks are present in a swimming birds. And the beak is flat and broad one and it has a holes on both sides. And that hole is a work like a sieve. And this type of a beak, it is present in duck and swallows. And this type of a beak, it is very useful to strain the food. Now the next one is the long and slender beak. This type of a beak, it is present in hummingbird. And by using that beak, they can search the insect. So the beak, it is called as a probing beak. Then children, we discussed about the chiseling beak. Chiseling beak is also strong. It is also long one and it is sharp. By using that chiseling beak, the bird can make the hole in the tree trunk and catch the insect. And this type of a beak, it is present in which bird, children? Woodpecker. Now the last one beak, that is the soft and broad beak. This type of a beak, it is present in swallow birds. By using that beak, they can catch the insect when they are flying. So we discussed the 7 type of beak. After that we discussed about the feet. So feet, all birds have feet, and there are 6 types of feet, and according to their feet there are 6 types of birds. The first one is the perching birds. Now perching birds, these birds have 4 toes, 3 toes on a front side and 1 toe on a back side. By using their toes, they can hold the tree trunk very firmly, and either they are sleeping, they cannot fall. It is present in sparrow, bulbul. Now the next one is the praying birds. Praying birds has a sharp toes with curved claws, and this type of a feet, it is present in eagle, hawk, vulture. And the sharp toes with curved claws, it is called as a talons. Remember children, what are talons? By using that talons, they can tear, they can hold the prey. Now the next we discussed about the running or scratching birds. Running or scratching birds, example is a hen. They have a very strong legs and they have a sharp toes with curved claws. By using that claws, they can scratch the soil and catch the insect. So they are called as a scratching birds, and they can run fast. So they are called as a running birds. Now next we discussed about the swimming birds. Swimming birds like duck and swallows, these birds have a very short but strong legs, and these birds have 3 toes on the front side, and these 3 toes are attached by thin layer of a skin which is called as a web, and this web is a work like a paddle. Got na? Swimming bird, why they are called webbed feet? Because they have a web in between their front toes. Then we learned about the wading birds. Birds that search for food near the water bodies, these birds are called as a wading birds. And these wading birds have a long feet and their toes are widely spread, so they can easily walk in a muddy region also. For example, crane and flamingo. After that, last part of the lesson, that is we discussed about the climbing birds. Climbing birds have 4 toes, but 2 toes on front side and 2 toes on a back side. Because of that reason, they can hop on the tree. For example, parrot and woodpecker. You can see na parrot and woodpecker. Here we completed our lesson number 5, the fascinating world of birds. So children, you can see the all 3 videos properly and read the test book also. So up to there children, stay home, stay safe.